Brother Tyre Nichols, Memphis, Tennessee Police Department. 5 former Memphis Police Department officers who are, I guess I have to say this for legal reasons, who allegedly participating in the beatdown, brutal, savage, inhumane beating of Brother Tyre Nichols. And luckily, this whole unfortunate event, horrific, graphic event, was captured by a city camera. And I think it was monitored by the police department of Memphis on a corner. They'll know all the details. Let me just qualify this, to say that I didn't see the beating or the incident. I saw just some footage of it where they kind of had him pinned down or whatever. They ask him a bunch of questions talking about stop resisting, give me your hands when you're pinning them down. So I saw a little bit. I'll be honest with you, I'm reluctant to even watch it. I don't really like watching stuff like that. But more likely I will. I don't know when. I don't know how long it's going to be available for the public. I'm sure other YouTubers, social media platforms will post it. And yes, all the little graphic warnings and advisories that this was a savage beatdown from what is being reported. And it all comes down to respect. Where is the respect? 5 police officers, all of African American descent, and they were immediately fired upon investigation. Their actions and alleged actions, horrific actions, and all 5 participated from the reports that all 5 participated in this savage beatdown of Tyre Nichols. My condolences go out to his family, friends, and loved ones, colleagues, people that he interact with. It's got to be the nation. This protest is that's currently going on in Washington, D.C., going on in, of course, Memphis, and I want to say Philadelphia, I believe. Peaceful protests, but people are starting to, I guess as more people will see and view this content of the event, of the incident, it's sparking emotions, as you can imagine, throughout the country. 5 police officers. I think it ended up being 8. It was reported that the body cam footage was kind of obscured at times, so you couldn't really get you got audio, but you didn't really get a visual. And I'm sure throughout the investigations there, that probably will come out why that happened. So thank God that they had that camera, that street city camera on that corner or that intersection that was able to capture this horrific event. It's awful. It's awful. And whether it be black, white, it doesn't matter. Someone lost their life. And, I think a couple of questions was, why did it take so long for the rescue responders, the medics, and was the call, did the police officer wait so long to call them? I mean, the officers, what was going on? He was beaten to a pulp. So what was that about? It was like that whole process seemed so long. It wasn't any urgency when someone's in distress like that. So I'm sure all this will come out in the indictment and the trial, or if it goes to trial, if they plead out or whatever. But they've been fired. I'm not sure if all of them are on bond or anything. I don't know. Because this story kind of, for me, came out of nowhere. I saw some footage of it yesterday and what they were talking about. And they were warning, they were letting the public know that they got, the tape or the footage was going to come out. But and all 5 officers were indicted, but are they on bond? Are they released I don't know. That information I don't know. And I don't want to say anything that contradict what reportings might either released or haven't released. So that's just another question. But if someone knows, please, by all means, share it in the comment section. Also, please share this video. Please hit the like button. It helps the channel out, folks. I'm trying to hang in there with this channel. I'm trying to get that support, but I'll be honest with you, it hasn't really been there. I guess I got to get better. It's putting more content out and covering things. I have a lot of other things to do during the day, and I try to be mindful of giving content, whatever crosses my mind and that I'm passionate about. But this kind of superseded what I wanted to talk about previously, and I'll do that at another time, because this is very important. This is unfortunate, man. All the way around the board. The officers are supposed to serve and protect, but will de-escalate the situation. That's what it comes with respect. I don't know what jumped off. I don't know if he, whatever, it could have been words or whatever. It was in any event, the young man lost his life through the hands of these officers. And so the officers got to be held accountable. And there is this content, this tape, this video footage. And so the state and city, they have something to work with. But the question is, what happened to make it get to this level of violence? What preceded it? And why wasn't a supervisor on the scene? Or why did it take so many officers? I guess it was 2 calls. I don't know, but it takes 5 people and you're beating them down, man. It's ugly out there, man. It's ugly out here, man. It really is, man. We really need to get back to, getting back to living in harmony and humanely, treating each other like human beings and respect and dignity. And it's I'm lost for words, to be honest with you, man. I mean, it keeps happening. It just keeps happening all the time. Something to happen. You got shootings. You got the Walmart situation with the ex-employee going in shooting. The shooting last week with the elderly Asian man. It keeps happening. We're still in January. It keeps happening each week. Now I know it's media hype and media running with things. You can highlight a lot of different other violence events happening across the country, probably even in Memphis at this, in real time. But certain things, man, galvanize the country, and it picks up legs. These stories pick up legs, and it's something. And the media outlets, the mainstream media, they're gonna jump on it. They're gonna politicize it. They're gonna analyze, profile all these individuals, in the coming months or so leading up to trial. And whether you know it or not, the media knows how to try to formulate or get you to formulate an opinion. They get you to formulate an opinion, and that's why they say the court of public opinion. That's their job, to bring these stories to light, to sensationalize it. In this case, it needs to be sensationalized because it is a horrific event. A young man lost his life, sadly, tragically, brutally. There are reports that he was laying there and subdued or limped, injured, beaten, obviously, and he was, asking for his mom. Where is his mom? Mom, calling for his mom. Apparently, I think his mother's residence was close proximity of the scene. So, we got to go through so much, man. We're going through so much. And that's why I have these wellness checks, just to tap in with the public and tap in with you guys and the listening audience that's out there, to see where you at mentally. Because it's heavy. It's heavy. Dealing with situations like this is heavy, man. It's heavy. And so, what can we do to process it? And I wouldn't say forget, but just kind of process it and kind of keep pushing, It's almost like we become by default. I wouldn't say desensitized to it. It's just, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but just, it's almost, I wouldn't say no big deal, but it's almost, so what else is new? You understand what I'm saying when I say that? It's like, what else is new? And not to shade it and not to just dismiss the act, but it happens. It's not uncommon. This is happening repeatedly. And so, police departments, brutality, and loss of life. And the police are supposed to be experts in de-escalating situations, especially when it's just one man. And maybe the conversation, there's a lot of different reports, man. Some reports have said that the cops were really more aggressive towards him than anything else, off rip. So I don't know how true that is, but there's reports out there. But hard video from what I'm hearing to view. And that we have to really to view it and understand, that this is happening to America. And what if that camera wasn't there to capture this? So, Mr. Nichols might have got beaten up, brutalized, assaulted. But I'm pretty sure someone else, somewhere else in America, probably in the same city, all across the country. How many other incidents like this have happened and you didn't have the camera that's able to capture it? So awareness to this situation is always paramount for the conscience, for people to process it and understand this kind of stuff goes on, man, on a daily. So whether you have mainstream media propping up this particular one, there's others out there that don't get that type of coverage or visibility. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the lesson. That's why people have to be proactive in demanding more from their police department, demanding answers, demanding accountability. Props to Memphis Police Department for basically doing the right thing, getting in front of it. You know what I mean? Yes, these are your officers. Yes, what they did was criminal. It was criminal. And yes, they are criminals. They stop being an officer the moment they start participating in that savage beating. They became criminals. So no, they don't deserve to wear their uniform. They deserve to get fired. And they will be dealt with accordingly. But once again, the question is, what is the nation going to do about it when it comes to their police departments, their city officials? Because there's all forms of abuse. There's all different degrees and levels of abuse. And some of these politicians only come out during the campaign season when they're up for re-elections or they're running for office or a seat on the state Senate, state legislator. So let's not continue to be tricked. We already see what happens in Congress, the fiasco that happened with the speaker vote. And currently with the who's going to be on what committee, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, who's running for a Senate seat. Why would you run for a Senate seat with your own party? So we already have the shenanigans. These people are all for themselves, man. I'm telling you, power is a heavy, heavy, heavy drug in this country, especially with politicians. Power You want to, purse strings, controlling and being able to dictate, send directives to people and stuff like that. Get on TV and spew out, yes, I'm for this, and yes, we need this, and yes, we need that. But what are you doing now, man? Where are you at? Biden said something today in regards to this. Keep calm, people. Keep calm. To the effect of that, basically. Keep calm, America. Keep calm. Keep peaceful. And yes, keep calm. Be peaceful. But voice your opinion. Voice it. Now. There's 2 years to the general election. 2 years from the general election, basically. Actually, 1 year. It's 2023. So time flies. We're already in 2023, and 2024 is the next presidential election. So stay on their necks. Demand more from your government, your councilman, your mayor, your alderman, your city organizer, your superintendent, your teachers, your principals. Your government. Demand more. Demand more. They send a lot of money to Ukraine. No, demand them to spend some money here and get situations like this right so they can be preventable in the future. Because this ain't it. Another good brother lost his life by the hands of the cops. So, ex-cops. So, I don't know. I don't have all the answers, man. I'm searching like anyone else. I'm trying to process. Man. A mother shouldn't have to lose her son like that. Not by the police, no. Anyway, let's do better. Let's respect each other. Let's listen to each other, man. Let's process. Let's engage. Protect. And listen. Vanguardian News, Mahfouz Jacques there. We'll see you soon. Take care.